Okay, excellent. Hello, all my friends, and welcome to the first ever Truth Bomb live qualifier round. Truth Bomb is the quick fire quiz show where I test the best the indie media has to offer on AI's official narrative with a truth bomb or two thrown in. But you can also have a chance to compete against the experts in a game show, which will, of course, shake the very foundations of mankind. This will be a special edition Truth Bomb today, where two regular viewers will play the first qualifier round for an opportunity to progress. After winning two qualifiers, contestants go on to compete against a mystery expert or media personality in the Truth Bomb Live wildcard round. If the contestants win all three games, they will go up against an expert in a full-length Truth Bomb main event qualifier. And today, of course, is an interesting and themed show, seeing as today the Pope died. So this is a special Pope-a-Dope edition. I'm, as we are doing it live, going to go across in the chat and see all of these lovely people, which, again, like I say, this is a Truth Bomb live, which is very exciting for me because normally I record these and sometimes they take the longest one took 4.5 hours to record. I don't get I have to chop it all up and edit it, and this one is going to be much looser. So I'm really happy to see Penny there. Snow White, how are you? Wild Heather is in the house as well, which is really good. Love it. Mazzy, oi, oi, oi. Yeah, I agree. Joel Allen is speaking. I think we'll speak to him soon, though, won't we? Little Carol is here again. Yes, mentioning the TNT gang are definitely here. We've got Ming-a-ling-a-ding-dong. Penelope Pitts, stop name change straight away. Back onto the classic. Excellent to see you. Tricky Woo. Nice to see you too, Tricky Woo. And there we go. We got a few more. We got Teresa Wild here. Yo, yo, yo. Monday inversion on the day of the rebirth of the BBC create mass grieving BS. Yes, definitely. We're not going to have any of this. There's a Ming-a-ling-a-ding-dong saying, of course. Look at that. A bit of that. Johnny of Nazareth. Oh, he's long hair. But remember, Jesus has risen and the Pope has died. Hello all, says Lou. Really nice to see you here. Penelope Pitt stops. Ghost, what are you saying? So sad. Not. Yes, I know. And Wild Heather commenting on the hair. Thank you very much, as always. Really happy to see you all here. Who's going to wash the invaders' feet now that the Pope Fran is dead? Indeed, indeed. So this is a very interesting round. I am looking forward. And of course, don't forget Holly. Hello, Holly. How are you? It's brilliant. Today, the Pope is dead, and our contestants are normal, regular, everyday fellas. Actually, a lot of people who in the chat will know very well due to the fact that they've shared the chat with them on many occasions. And I want to make Truth Bomb about something else. I don't want to make it just about the top experts in the indie media. I want to introduce new people in. I want to introduce new ideas in, and I want to have fun, shorter games as well. And so this is the first of the qualifier round. So to announce, I'm going to bring in a good friend. Here we go. Our contestants today include Joel Allen. Joel, how are you, my friend?
I'm all good, mate. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're looking beautiful, sounding beautiful.
Thank you for the invite. I thought I'd put my glasses on, make me look a bit more intelligent.
Yeah, well, you look good. You look good. You have no need. Now you're going to be taking on someone who you've occupied the chat with on many occasions, the man DC. What do you think? You think he's going to take you down?
He's got a good chance. He's very intelligent, is DC.
Yeah, he is. He's a very intelligent man, but you're quite smart yourself. I think you'll be all right. You'll do all right.
I smoke too much, mate. I smoke too much to remember any facts.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, I smoke too much too. But it helps me remember facts. It's not true. It's not true. I forget stuff all the time. Really simple stuff. I remember complicated stuff. The simple stuff just goes and disappears. So I'm going to bring him up. Here's the man, Dark Commission, DC. Hello, how are you?
Hello, fine, thanks.
I'm happy to see you in the real life flesh nowadays. Let's see. We got everybody who's in there. Hayes Reviews turned up as well. We got it. Hey, look, hello, Neurostatic. Hey, Johnny. I from X usually watch after your post. Yeah, I know indeed. Well, this is a new one, isn't it? Because, well, we three are going on an adventure today. This is our first ever live qualifier, Truth Bomb. You guys have been invited for this dark commission, my friend. How do you feel about this? That was the most honest lie.
This is where we find out just how much I don't know.
Oh, well, don't worry.
Same.
Yeah, I reckon you'll know more than you think. And I hear you and see you in the chat when we are playing. And whenever we are playing, you're two outstanding TNT wingmen for me. What a lot of people who are watching may not realize about this is that you guys would always come in when I was working on TNT and ask the best questions possible to the guests. And I always told you, please just ask something that's going to challenge them, that's going to make us think, that's going to make, and you guys always come up with gold, which is hard to do all the time off the bat. So I really appreciate you, and you've been there for me in the past, and I really do appreciate it.
You're most welcome, Johnny. You're most welcome.
Definitely happy to have met you both as well, because we come up, didn't we, DC, and saw you, and it was a good old time.
Yep.
And I'm sure we'll see each other again. I'm sure we'll see each other again sometime soon, because definitely going to have to go on an adventure. And Joel, we went out for a lovely Indian, didn't we? And a few other things.
We did down at my local Indian restaurant. It was amazing.
May have drunk a bit too much as well, but let's not talk about that. Yeah, it was good. So here we go, gentlemen. There's no cuts, there's no anything like this on this game. It's going to be live, shorter truth bombs. So we shouldn't be talking away. And as always, on Truth Bomb Live, we go straight in, no kissing. First off is wankety wank. Honest and Truthful AI has come up with 8 quotes. However, I have sneakily swapped one of the words with the within a famous phrase with the word wank, and it'll be our contestants' jobs to guess the original word. If you get the quote wrong, then the opportunity will be handed over to the opponent alongside the quote. Of course, you'll see a picture of the person behind the famous phrase. You can gain extra points for identifying the author of the quote, but only if you guess the missing word correctly. You can only score Truth Bomb points if you answer correctly too. Before the show, I was told that the Pope is actually hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and DB Cooper on their Terramar mothership. So, of course, we're going to have Joel Allen go up first. Let's play wankety wank. Here we go, gentlemen. The first one up today, the first game, putting it on the stage. Here we go. We see it. This is exciting. The first live show.
Napoleon.
And this is for Joel Allen first. I am going to wank the Pope. Let's see how the faithful react. So, Joel Allen. Of course, wank isn't really, that's not what he said. That guy there with the hordes, with their, they're not storming no Bastille there. They're at the Vatican. They're
Napoleon Bonaparte.
Well, you might not want to mention that. You've got to get the word right first.
Oh, am I going to kidnap the Pope? Let's see how the faithful react.
That is amazing. That is amazing. That's really good. Yes. The answer is, you are quite right. It is. You get it. I am going to kidnap the Pope. Let's see how the faithful react. That was what Napoleon said. Well done. Okay, you get 1 point there. Do you have anything in the way to say about Napoleon or the Pope?
Well, they're both dead.
It is true, and maybe news for some. Who knows? But this is going to definitely be.
I haven't got any truth bombs for this one now. I don't know much about Napoleon, to be honest.
What about you, DC? Can you
never seen them both in the same room?
Oh, deep, dark. It's true. You never see them both in the same room. Totally factual. DC, this is going over to you now for the next one. It's going to be hard, I would say, for you to guess who this character is, maybe by that picture, but maybe you'll get it from the quote. And the quote is, "The Pope is a wolf in sheep's clothing, wanking the flock he pretends to shepherd."
Oh, I remember this. But
Yeah.
not quite enough.
Oh,
The Pope is a wolf. Yeah.
looking across in the chat, and there's lots of people enjoying. Yeah, it's hard. Excommunicate. Both dead people are liking it. They like the comedy, of course. Can you get it, DC? Do you know?
Hunting?
No,
No.
it's not hunting. I'm gonna have to go across to Joel. Joel, can you tell me?
I think it's
what
John
it is?
Calvin.
Okay. Oh wow,
He's a wolf.
you're doing well. Yeah.
Oh,
So
dear.
the Pope is a wolf in sheep's clothing, wanking the flock he pretends to shepherd.
Yeah, I can't get the quote now. Sorry.
Okay, well, you can't have. Unfortunately, you can't
Never
have
mind.
the point for being completely correct about it being John Calvin. That's amazing. You came out with it. Yeah, indeed. But the Pope is a wolf in sheep's clothing, devouring the flock he pretends to shepherd. My man Monkey got that one. When I always test these questions out on the Monkey. One day he's gonna have to come out onto Truth Bomb and see. Okay, Joel Allen, go on. This is oh my god, what a mustache! The people behind are not coming to torch his mustache. They are at the Vatican. They are fed up. They're fed up of the big man. The Pope. How many gods does he wank? Right, which is a sentence in itself, of course, like all of these. Oh, Holly. Ooh. Looking to see if did anyone get devouring? No one got devouring in the last round in the chat. I'm watching you guys.
How many gods does he? Oh. No, it's gone. It's gone. It was on the tip of my tongue. I don't know.
Okay.
Who it is anyway.
Passing it over, handing it over. Come on, DC.
Come on, DC.
You can do this. The
It's funny,
Pope.
I remember reading all these. Represent.
Is that what you're going to go with?
Yeah.
No, unfortunately. Do either of you know who he is? You know who this mustachioed man is?
He's not an ex-American president, is he, by any chance?
No, he does look the type, though, doesn't he? Indeed.
No,
okay. It is Nietzsche himself. And the quote is, "The Pope, how many gods does he serve?" So serve, and employ and worship. Penelope Pitstops goes, "This isn't I've not been easy on you guys. This is going to be a hard game. Some of this is going to get wild. The next game I got for you, you're going to enjoy it. Well, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to watch you not enjoying it. That's my favorite part of this game. Right. Okay. Next one. Here we go. Of course, everybody recognizes that guy, doesn't they? Here we go. The Pope may wank me, but he cannot wank the stars. So this is DC.
I know who it is.
I know it is.
This is for DC first.
It's Galileo Galilei.
Oh,
and I made special note of this one, which is why I can't remember it. Let me think.
Let's see what it's saying in the chat. Heather says spank, of course. The Pope may spank me, but he cannot spank the stars, which is true. Mingling a ding dong says the Pope may blank me, but he cannot blank the stars, which is actually good. It's good. Lucy C says move. He says move, but no. And Holly says C. Also wrong. It's a hard one, this one. Hayes review got good. Deplatform. And Mazzy says suck, which is pretty sexy. It may suck me, but he cannot suck the stars. And is also true. DC, do you know? Can you guess? Can you make a wild guess? Stab in the dark.
Censor?
Let me see. Give me just 1 second.
Censure, I should know.
Well, we unfortunately, I'm going to have to pass it across to Joel. Joel?
The Pope may rule me, but he cannot silence the stars.
They're both the same word.
The Pope may silence me, but he cannot silence the stars.
Yes, okay. Yeah, you get a point there. Who did you say it was?
Galileo.
Yes, it is. It's Galileo there. Look at these guys in the back. Oh my God, they're angry with the Pope. They're coming after him for sure. Okay, the next one up, it's going to be you first, Joel, for this next one. Here we go. Might be hard to see who that is. The Pope's ring is a heavy burden, like one to wank them all.
It's John Ronald Rule Tolkien or J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah. DC is shaking his head at this one. He's like, how dare I know this one? Yeah, go on.
The Pope's ring is a heavy burden, like one to rule them all.
Yes, indeed, it is. It is J.R.R.
My favorite author,
Tolkien. It was indeed.
Yeah,
Very well done.
One.
I bet you did. There was Pope on the rope. There's a lot going on in the chat, but they didn't get that one. I don't think anyone. Oh, fool! Holly Hollingworth said fool. One rule to fool them all, which one ring to fool them all, which could be quite true. Okay, here we go. This is the next one. The Pope prays for peace, but the world keeps wanking. DC, this is over to you.
Burning.
Oh, you're right. Indeed. Do you know who this handsome fella is?
Well, I know it's not Cole Benjamin, even though it looks like him. Who is it? Oh,
it's not. I can tell you, it's not him.
No.
It's him.
No, I can't remember.
Okay.
Pass.
Okay. You have got the quote though. It is true. It was Burning, and it's Ernest Hemingway. Let's see. Oh, Burning. Holly got Burning as well. Brian McMahon says J.R. Ewing from Dallas, one rig to rule them all. Renee LeGreco's in. Hello, Renee LeGreco. She says, she sent me a kiss. Blushes all round. Like, let's go on to the next one. Is this for Joel now this time? Is Joel first this time? Yeah, because first, let me just crazy to do this live here and there, but here we go. This is a hard one, especially the person. The Pope is a riddle, a king who wanks.
I think I know the quote, but I'm not sure who it is.
He's got one hell of a face on him, though.
The Pope is a riddle, a king who kneels.
Correct indeed. I will, because it's so hard. If go on.
No, go on.
I was going to say DC, because it's so hard. If you can get this, who this is on the screen, I am well willing to let you steal that point and give you an extra point.
Come on, DC.
GB Shaw.
Oh no! Unfortunately, it is G.K. Chesterton.
Oh, I love that guy as well.
He's someone who actually Scott the Lizard Abrams guessed wildly at the other day, and I thought I should throw in one of his quotes, and then it turns out that he's due. So we got one more. This goes back across to DC. And this is one last one on Wankety Wank. The Pope claims infallibility, but I'd rather wank a man who admits he can err. Who wouldn't? But I'd rather wank a man who admits he can err.
Believe.
On DC. But no. Joe?
I think I know who it is, though.
A hard one.
Are you waiting for me?
Yep. It's the Pope claims infallibility, but I'd rather wank a man who admits he can err. You know, err. I think Wildhead has got it.
But I'd rather praise. And is it? I know who it is. I think I know who it is.
They said it at the same time, basically. Oh my God, two girls talking about snogging at the same time. Wow, blush again. Do you know what the word is, then, Joel?
Is it praise?
No, unfortunately not. It's a hard one. It's trust. The Pope claims infallibility, but I'd rather trust a man who admits he can err. DC, I will give you a point if you can tell me who that is.
I think it's Ben Franklin.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Good. I like that. Okay, you get a point there. Any of you guys, both of you guys seeing this as a live show and we're all loosey-goosey. Does anybody want to throw in any truth bombs at all about anything whatsoever at the end of this round before we go on to the next one? Chance for an extra point?
Don't know a lot about American history, to be honest. DC, you're the history buff.
You are a history buff, DC. It's true.
Well, I know it's part of the Enlightenment.
Oh, which Enlightenment?
Well, both really.
Yeah. Oh,
American
wow. Okay.
Okay,
I'd be happy to give you a truth bomb there because that is true.
Wasn't he a Freemason?
Oh, yes, he was. He was. Do you know where he lived in Britain? Pretty easy, to be honest.
I'd say London.
Oxford?
Yeah, it is. It is in London. He lived in London. And I will give a point for anybody who can tell me what they found in his fireplace. What did they find in Benjamin Franklin's fireplace in London?
Oh, I know this.
Oh.
Was it a little lipstick that didn't melt in the fire?
No, it was.
You got to say truth bomb if you got it.
The truth bomb. I think it was the remains of children.
Whoa! Look, he's done it. Yes, the remains of little children's bones. Yes, human bones, as Mazzy has also said. And it's nice to see Ellen is in the house. Hello, Ellen. She says humans too. Of course, Mingling a Ding Dong had said coal. They found coal. Holly Hollingworth said they're all Masons. God damn it!
Yeah, that's true, Holly.
It is true. It's nice to see you all in. Nice to see Ellen in the house. But it was true.
If they were all Masons, why didn't he brick up his fireplace?
Yeah, they did, and I think they unbricked it later on recently and discovered a load of human bones behind it, and we're like, by that time, that's a brilliant joke, by the way.
Where in London did he live? Do you know?
No, I don't. I would say down by the river, as Joe Strummer would say, actually. Let's say down by the river, because I think it was. Here we go. Oh, Jonathan Price is now out of work. Truth Bomb says Penelope Pitstop goes. It's true. Ellen said Knights of Malta just randomly in there. Are you talking about Benjamin Franklin? He was a knight. I don't think he was a knight. Is he a Knight of Malta? Well, there's lots of Knight of Maltas, but I think most of them are probably Catholic. Right. Excellent. Gentlemen, that was a perfect round there. Well done. I am going to be checking now the scores, and I can tell you in round one there, Joel Allen really came out on top, of course. He had 8 points, is no bonus points, no truth bombs, and no corruption points at the moment for either of you. DC got, I'm wrong, DC got 2 points, no bonus points, 2 truth bombs, and 0 corruption points. So you got 4. So the score is actually 8-4, but everything can change before you know it. Great start. Clever Cookies in the house. It's good. There's Templar's baby. Said mingling a ding dong. I think we're still talking about what lurks in Benjamin Franklin's fireplace. But who knows? Who knows what lurks there? Right. I am going to try out a new round. I love the fact that we're playing live, so we're just going to keep going now, and we're going to keep going through, because I do want these to be shorter, more compact games, but fun as well, interactive. I want to include people within the chat too. But here we go. We are entering another picture round this week. It's going to be called No Country for Old Popes. This is a very clever round that I've been thinking up, and I am trying it out on you tonight. And in this round, you will be presented with a famous actor or actress who may be the next new pope, of course. They all got a chance. All our contestants have to do is give me their pope name, and their pope name is a word pope followed by a name of a character that actor has played in one of their movies. For instance, Johnny Depp could be Pope Rango, or Pope Edward Scissorhands, or Pope Dillinger, or one of the many different things. Pope Jack Sparrow, of course. You know, there's many movies that Depp has played in. But when we will go to the first contestant, who in this round will be DC. If you get it right, Joel have a chance to steal by saying another one of their pope names. We'll see it as we play. It sounds more complicated than it is. Here we go. Let's play No Country for Old Popes. And here we go, DC. The first up today, I think you'll recognize who he is. Who is that, DC?
Pope Scarface.
Oh, that's a good start there. Pope Scarface. That's a good start. So, across now to Joel Allen. Pope Scarface says DC. Now, have a little think, and I'd like to see in the chat there, Harley Hollingworth said Scarface. I suppose I will accept names and nicknames as well. I'll also, I don't mind if you can come up with a good enough catchphrase from one of these guys' movies and call them Pope so-and-so with a catchphrase. I might let it go. I might let it happen. So
I've got one for you.
Joel, yeah, you gotta wait. Joel, he is.
This is where DC gets his points back.
Yeah, maybe. So go on. What do you think?
I'm not too good on films, but Pope Corleone. Or is that
good? No, you can have the last name, of course. He did play Anthony Corleone in Godfather. You got to say it right though, because if we say Corleone, we're saying balls like testicles. We should be saying Qualioni, like that. I've been told this by someone who told me that I could have my balls taken off for such a thing. You're not allowed to look in the chat. No one's allowed to look in the chat. Teresa Wilde said Pope Scent of a Woman, which I like. It's actually one of my favorite movies. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone, but that is so okay. DC, it is back to you, isn't it? Yes, it is. By the way, it's now on 3 points. So each time it moves up and down, it gains a point. So the first one that you got right, DC, was 1 point. The second one that you responded to is 2 points. This is now 3 points.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. No pressure, DC.
No pressure.
Pope Serpico.
Oh, that's nice. I like it. Okay. So at the moment, DC has 3 points. Joel will have none in this round unless Joel can answer back. Come on. Have you got another Pope?
I haven't, DC. It looks like you got the 3 points, mate.
3.
Oh, there's a few of them. There's a few of them. You could have had. I'm sure. Let me see inside. Okay. The ding-a-ling-a-ding-dong. There's some of them I can't say out loud because otherwise it'll get me. So I mean, really, come on. Of course, Pope Carlito can have. Iskicola. Ooh, there is a few. I haven't actually noted it down. I looked through a load after me and Monkey played each of these games to test them out. We went through quite a few, and there are a few. You could have actually had Pope Satan with this one, of course, because the Devil's Advocate, where he played the devil himself. Yeah, indeed. I'm sure there's some more that people can work out. Pope Donnie Brasco, that's a good one there from Jane Brandis has come up with that. That's good. I'm not sure about Pope Dog Days. That's a movie. That's eating. That's not sure. And Pope Emmerdale, I don't think that goes. A Little Carol, you can't have Pope Emmerdale. That doesn't go. I would have given Pope Hoorah, I'm a Marine soldier. That's what I would have given that one. So okay, on to the next one. This is for Joel Allen to go first here for your first answer. Okay, here we go. So I think you can see who it is. Who is it? You can say you won't get any points for it. So the actual actor, of course.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah, it is. It's the legendary Danny DeVito. It's hard. This next one, Danny DeVito, is a hard one. It's a hard one. Do either of you know? DC, look, you look like you got your feather duster out. I see. You're doing a Ken Dodd there. You hiding all your money in it. Is that what's going on? So anyway, Danny DeVito. So. I'll ask another. While you're thinking, I will ask a question. Has Al Pacino and Danny DeVito ever been in a movie together?
No.
I'll give you each a chance to answer. So Joel says no. DC?
I don't know.
Well, it's just two possible answers. Just say yes or no. Okay, good. Right, so DC's going to get an extra point there. I should give him an extra point for just having the cat lingering around. He's pretty cool. AI, I give him an extra point there because in actual fact, AI got that question wrong when I asked it because they've been in a movie together called Sniff, and I had to remind AI. It was in about 2021 with Morgan Freeman in as well, and I had to remind AI that they had been in a movie together. And then AI caught up and said, "Oh, I'm very sorry. I didn't realize that." Okay, so let's go back. Joel, it is you first, isn't it? So have you got one?
I haven't got one. No.
Okay.
Don't know anything. The only Danny DeVito film I know is Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I cannot remember his character's name.
You don't have any other recollection of Danny DeVito in any movie when you were younger? It was some big ones. And
Pope
some small
Matilda's
ones.
dad.
Sorry?
Pope Matilda's dad.
Matilda's dad would be it's on the tip of my tongue what the actual family name is. Of course, I'm from the city where Roald Dahl lived, so we know every single thing about Roald Dahl in this. Wormwood? No, I think it might be Wormwood. I think her father would be Pope Wormwood if that was the case. But no, unfortunately, you don't get it. DC, you can have you can steal a point. Actually, you can have 2 points here if you got one.
Well, apart from twins, I can only think of him in Taxi.
Yeah.
And the nearest I can get there then is like Pope Lou. Pope Louis.
Okay.
Because that was his first name.
Was that his first name in
Yeah. Pope Louis.
Well, that's not so bad, but only if it can be proven. I'm wondering if my guy Jabwak, just a bloke who asks questions behind the scenes, if he can go and check whether in did you say it was in Taxi Driver?
Yeah, Taxi. Which was the sitcom rather than a film. That's all I can think.
Okay, Taxi, whether Danny DeVito played the character Louis. Really, we're looking for a movie, but I'm willing to accept that if he played in Taxi and his name was Louis, then I will say yes. I can say that if you do get that, you get a point, of course. I'm gonna see what we got. Teresa Wild, she got one straight away. Pope Penguin, he played the Penguin, of course. If you actually remember what the Penguin's real name is, it'd be interesting as well. Pope Jersey Mike. I don't know who Jersey Mike is or what that's from. Is that what his name was in was that in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Was he Trunchbull? Ming-a-ling-a-ding dong? I'm not sure.
That was the teacher out of Matilda, wasn't it?
Yeah, indeed. And there you go, Mr. Wormwood and the narrator. Of course, he was Mr. Narrator in the actual. That's good. And I can tell you, I can't be sure of that. Hey, listen, in the chat, I can see there's a couple of you guys who are very good at this, especially Mazzy. If you find out, Mazzy, that if Danny DeVito was in Taxi, I'll give 2 points to DC. So tell me in the chat. Oh, there you go. We got Ellen, but was his name Louis? His name has to be Louis. Someone has to tell me his name was Louis and in Taxi, and you'll get 2 points. For the time being, I will say a couple others, because Penguin, but you could definitely you would have possibly even got extra points if you had said, and Holly Hollingworth says yes for that, Louis. So you do get 2 points there, DC. I would have said straight away Pope Frank, because of course he plays Frank in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and it is his defining role by far, is his Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Frank. He played Louis De Palma, was Danny DeVito's character. Excellent. Okay, well, in that we're going back across to DC to start off first here on the next one. Here we go.
Do
you both recognize who is standing there with the bloody angels in the background there, DC? Do you recognize that actor? I'm sure the comments. Someone, Louis, well done, nice one, lady, says Mazzy. I will tell you who it is if you want, because it doesn't matter too much. It is Colin Farrell, as Penelope Pitstop has spotted out.
In which case, I don't know. I've never seen him in anything.
Oh, wow. He's been in some good stuff. Including some epics, some biopics, and some other things. Joel Allen, would you like to have a go?
Can't remember seeing many Colin Farrell films either.
This is a bit of a hard one. Brian McMahon on in the chat has said he's spotted something there. Spotted a bit of a connection with the last person. Do you know, Joel?
I don't. No, sorry.
Ming-a-ling-a-ding-dong says he's overrated, but Penelope Pitstop's Ghost says that he's a good actor. I can tell you, Penguin Pope, another Penguin Pope, because he's course played in the Penguin series. But there are a few. He did play Alexander of Macedonia. That was in the biopic in 2004, so you could have had that. And there are a fair few others. I'm pretty positive that a few people in the chat will remember some of his names, but he is another Penguin Pope. He was in Bruges, Holly. I think he was called Ray in Bruges, if I remember correctly, because that is an amazing movie as well. Colin Farrell. But here we go. Next up, Joel. Oh no, you do know a lot of these. Honestly, you know a lot of these. So here we go. He's got the dark.
I'm so terrible at films.
Sitting on the dark throne. On the dark throne. Holly Hollingworth says yes.
Terminator.
Colin Farrell was Ray. Okay, so you're going to say Pope Terminator there. Do you know which Terminator model he was? What about you, DC? Do you know?
T1000?
No, that was the melting one. The T1000. I think he was the T800, if I remember correctly. Someone else is going to have to check that.
Broomstick.
But wait a minute. Wait one second. So on to you, Dark Commission. We've had
Pope Conan.
Pope Conan. So now we're on 2 points. Joel Allen, back to you. You could steal this for 3 points.
He did do 2 Conan films. Pope Conan, the Destroyer or the Barbarian.
Pope Conan the second, obviously.
You can't have that. This is not going.
Okay.
Hey, he's been in a fair few movies. Most definitely.
I can't think of any.
I know he's going to say about something else.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. What else has he been in?
Well, while you're thinking, I'm going to go and check over in the chat and see what's going on. Wild Heather also got Pope Conan. There was the Mazzy saying Pope Phone Booth. That was, of course, for can't remember his character. I seem to it's in my mind there, and but I can't remember.
Commando.
Sorry, what did you say?
Pope John from Commando. Wasn't he called John in Commando?
No, he wasn't. I'm afraid I'm going to say DC. You gain this too. I don't think he was called. He had a very strange name in Commando. If it was John, I wouldn't accept it because he was called maybe Dutch. No, I can't remember. It was something along those lines. He was called in Commando, but he was in a fair few movies. Of course, he was in Last Action Hero too. But he was in a lot, and there is a lot of parts he's played. I'm sure some other people can come up in the chat. If anybody in the chat, no, let's not go too far. Let's go back there. Dun dun dun. Here we go for the next one. This is over to you, Joel Allen. It is you first this time, I think, isn't it?
Leonardo. Pope Frank Abagnale.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yes, indeed. And Catch Me If You Can. Leonardo DiCaprio played Frank Abagnale. Ooh, I tell you what, one that would have been really good that you didn't get, including is Pope Douglas Quaid, which in Total Recall, of course. But you could have had that for Colin Farrell as well, because Colin Farrell was also in Total Recall. So there was a connection there between the two. So go on. You said Frank Abagnale. I'll leave Pope Dawson. Let's take that one away. He's been in a lot of things. Leonardo DiCaprio has been in a lot of things. Penelope Pitstop's Ghost remembered one of them. And Teresa Wilde. Have you got an idea there, DC?
Yeah. My namesake, Pope Howard Hughes.
Oh, it's true. In The Aviator, he played Howard Hughes. Okay, so that's 2 points. We're on to 3 points now, Joel, if you can get another one. Frank Abagnale, Howard Hughes.
Pope Richard... can't remember his surname. At the beach.
Oh, well, go for one you can remember his surname. I like the name was spelt without the G and the H in there by Ellen. Howard Hughes. He's like a colourful fella. And there's DiCaprio. True. And you can't have Pope Wolf of Wall Street. But he has played a couple of the most famous characters in history. So,
what's his name?
What's his name?
What's his name?
Dude. Ooh. Where's all the gold from the Vatican gone? There's Zuby Stinson. I agree. Where is all the gold from the Vatican gone? It's probably gone in Leonardo DiCaprio's pockets, probably. I will say, look, Ellen said Pope Gilbert, referring to Gilbert Grape, but I believe it was Johnny Depp who was Gilbert Grape rather than Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm not sure someone can correct me on that if they want.
I'm going to have to throw it over to you, DC. I think it looks like...
Wow, that'd be 2 points then scored by DC. I'll have to... Are you giving up on this one?
I am. I'm giving up on this one, DC. You got this one.
Okay, DC gets 2 points there. That's 2 points for you, DC. Well done. In actual fact, you could have... One of the most famous would be Pope Jack. Of course, he played Jack on Titanic. You could have Pope Romeo, too, because he was Romeo and Juliet he was in.
What was Jack's surname?
You never find out. I really do think that you never learn what Jack's surname is in the movie. That's one of the things.
Wasn't it Jack Dawson?
Oh, it might be. Oh, it might be. And that would explain then why someone said it earlier. Who said it? Oh, Olivia Gill.
Yes. Yeah.
Said Pope Dawson. There you go. That is true. You could have definitely had Pope Gatsby because he was in The Great Gatsby.
That's what I was trying to remember. I couldn't remember it, The Great Gatsby. That's it. Yeah.
I think you could have also had. I think you could have had Pope Candy because the slave ranch he run in that Quentin Tarantino movie was called Candyland, and I think that was because that was his name. What his name was. But he's been in a lot of movies as this island. Oh, there you go. There's Pope Teddy as well from Shutter Island. Is he Teddy or is he not Teddy? Who knows? He doesn't. Right, okay. We're going across now. Who's first on this one? Is this you, DC? I think this is you.
It's DC.
Yeah, okay. So the next one. You're going to start off with something easy. Are you, or something hard? Because I'd wait for the hard ones for later. Think about how to play these games.
The extremely easy one for me is Pope Joe Dredd.
Oh, that's the easy one for you. It's Pope Dredd. It's the Joe Dredd. You listen, you get the point, and you get an extra point for adding Joe on there, because not many people will realize that Judge Dredd is actually Pope Joe Dredd. So I'll give you an extra point there. But so that's, let's say, yeah, I'm giving you an extra point, but this is only at 1 point. You don't get 2 points yet, not until we go up the scale, but you get an extra point early on just for Joe. So Joel, yeah, I think you know what you're going to say.
Rocky
Go on.
Balboa.
Yeah, Pope Balboa or Pope Rocky, I would have accepted either. Back to
He's
you,
Italian
DC.
as well.
I think you'll. There's more to be had here.
Pope Rambo.
Pope Rambo, indeed. Now, throwing it back again to you, and this is where it's probably going to get very, 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 very extremely difficult. If you do get something here, Joel, then you will have 4 points, I reckon. Yeah.
This is harder than it looks. It's harder than it looks.
It's actually
on the top of your head when you're under pressure. It's very
I'm going to
hard.
give you, because this is now so hard, I'm going to give you, no, you can't have, you can't be two characters. You can't have Pope Creed as well. You can't take Creed's name off him. He boxed Creed and he trained his son. You can't have him. Right. Okay, I'm going to give you one chance, and if you don't get this is a hard clue. If you don't get this, that's it. You don't get an opportunity. It goes 3 points to DC. He played a character, not in person, just in picture, in The Last Action Hero. If you could tell me which movie character he was representing in Last Action Hero, then I will give you the 4 points.
Pope Arnold Schwarzenegger. I haven't got a clue, mate. I haven't got a clue.
Totally right. It is Pope Arnold Schwarzenegger. They go into the movie shop,
sorry, DC.
into the video shop, and there he is. Instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger as Terminator, it is Sylvester Stallone playing Arnie's role as Terminator in Last Action Hero. But
great answer.
But wait.
That was a guess.
Yeah, it was a guess. It was a good guess. But I did ask specifically for the character and not the actor. So he was actually playing the Terminator. So I would have only accepted really Pope Terminator. Okay. So now I'm going to pull that rug away from you and say 3 points go to DC there.
Well done,
for
DC.
that. I'm sorry. I was strict, but you were right.
I feel like I robbed you there.
Yeah. I just want to ask just a bloke who asks questions. If you can give it, I would have accepted, as Jabwack says in my private chat, Pope Adrian. I would have accepted Pope Adrian if either of you had said it, but you didn't. But yeah, can you give it 1 point to Joel Allen for getting that right? For getting that one right. Let's see what people in the chat said. I haven't watched that movie for years, indeed. Pope Rook. Don't know which movie was Pope Rook or Pope Sharp. Hope you're not cheating. Some people might be cheating. Pope Adrian, I will find you. You would have got a point. Aye, ming-a-ling-a-ding-dong. I'm giving you 2 points. There you go. Peter Parker, Spider-Ham. I don't know. Is that true? Was he in there? Or was he in Toy Story? Someone says. Oh, I don't know. Well, anyway, here we go. Let's the next one. We're going back to you, Joel. Another hard one. So this Pope has just taken power. There she is.
Who is it?
It's let's see. There you go. Holly, who is Holly and Ming-a-ling-a-ding-dong, quick as can be. Streep.
It is Streep.
Meryl Streep.
I have not got a clue. I haven't seen a single film with her in it.
Oh, so that DC has got his hand up. He's sure he knows.
Come on, DC, you take the points, brother.
DC, what is it?
Pope Kramer.
A Pope Kramer. Oh my God,
Kramer
amazing!
Kramer.
Yeah, Kramer versus Kramer is the easiest one to remember.
I've never seen it.
Lucy,
Well done,
I'm
Lucy.
laughing at yours. Pope Prada. I don't think you can have that. I don't think she's actually Prada in it. Can't have that Holly Hollingworth. Though Mazzy likes it, regardless. Can you guess another one there, Joel? Can you guess? Can you?
Pope the Devil.
I wouldn't be surprised if she
Devil
wanted
Wears
to play the
Prada.
devil.
Was she the devil in that film? I don't know.
I can't tell you if she was actually the devil in that film, and no man has ever watched it to find out. So it wouldn't be possible to know. DC, I will tell you, you got the point there. Well done. I will also say, yep, there's Sue got that one. Of course, she was Margaret Thatcher in the biopic, so you could have had Thatcher. And Brian says, Johnny, need more subs. This is a smart show. I know this is a really good round. I'm enjoying this round, the way the points build up.
This is hard. This is hard if you don't know the actors. It's a good concept though, Johnny.
I never like doing easy quizzes though, so you know this is a bit of fun. So here we go. There's another person as well. You could have had another two. Recently, she played Julia Child, who is the famous spy who worked for the OSS back during the war. In the, I think it was either called Julia or Julia, one of the two. But she played that, and I would have also accepted, even though Ellen says Pope Abba, I'm honestly never ever in a million years would I ever let that as an answer, because those ABBA films should be burnt. I'd become Hitler for that. That's for sure. No, you could have had Pope. A dingo came and took my baby. You could have had that, but unfortunately, you both missed out on a dingo came and took my baby. Next one, we're going back over to you, DC. Do you recognize who this is? I can tell you that he's an oil man. He's definitely an oil man.
I don't know who it is.
Anybody in the chat can help potentially. He once
It looks like Jeremy Irons to me, but I don't know.
You're a bit late there. She didn't play Virginia Woolf. You're talking about Meryl Streep in the last one. She didn't play Virginia Woolf. She played someone else, didn't she? But she played alongside someone who played Virginia Woolf. That was
Elizabeth Taylor, wasn't it?
Well, the actual person this is Daniel Day-Lewis.
Of course it is, yeah.
It's Daniel Day-Lewis, who a couple of people have got.
All right, I've got one then.
Okay, you've got one then. Come on, DC.
That's the only one I've got as well.
Pope Hawkeye.
Pope Hawkeye.
Nathaniel Bumpo.
Wait a minute. You just said Pope Hawkeye, yeah?
Yeah, which is Nathaniel Bumpo.
Yeah, of course, which is Last of the Mohican, of course.
Yes.
Sorry, Teresa, you can't have it for Pope Mohican. You're a nice girl, but I won't give it. No. So I would have accepted in an Indian, a Native American accent, Pope Draw with Foot. I am Pope Draw with Foot for that one. But anyway, go on, Joel. Your chance to steal now. What have you got?
Pope Bill the Butcher.
Oh, yes, indeed. Pope Bill the Butcher, indeed. That's 2 points. You're on 2 points. DC, this is going to get hard, I'm sure.
It is.
But he has played some infamously famous people.
He's such a good actor.
In my opinion, he's possibly the best actor in the world ever.
Oh, DC.
I think
go on, DC.
Possibly.
Go on, possibly.
Pope Lincoln.
Oh, he gets it. That's a 3 points there. Indeed, he did play Abraham Lincoln. He did.
I knew that one.
Joel, this would be 4 points, I believe, if you get one here.
Well done, DC. Sure. That was my next one.
I'm not sure if you can remember what his character is in There Will Be Blood.
I've never seen that one.
Oh my God! That's one of the best movies ever made as well.
I'm gonna have to watch that then.
It's completely amazing.
Looks like you got the points again, DC. Well done.
No.
Well done, DC.
That does look like it's a 3-pointer there. DC steals it. Pope. You can have Pope There Will Be Blood. It would be Pope Plainview. He was I can't remember if he was John or Daniel or what his name was, but his last name was Plainview in There Will Be Blood. I would have also accepted Pope. I drink your milkshake. I sup it all up. I would have accepted that too. And also, of course, you could have said Pope Conlon. Do you know what that's from?
The Name of the Father?
Yes. Name of the Father, where he played what's his name? Is it Jimmy Conlon or Jerry Conlon, whose father, him and his father Giuseppe Conlon, of course, were one of the where was it? Was it Guildford 5 or Manchester 5?
Yeah.
One of the bombings of the IRA.
The late great Pete Postlethwaite was in that film as well.
Indeed, he played Giuseppe Conlon. One of the best around. Okay, and we've got a special bonus one, I think, or is it the last? No, it's a special bonus one. This is a 9th one. Now, this is special for a reason. I'm going to give it over to start to Joel Allen for this one. You can see who it is, of course.
Yeah, it's Robert De Niro.
Yeah. Now, someone can sweep up 4 points straight away if they get his name from Heist. Now, that's all I'll say. Other than that, we're just going to play as normal. Joel, you go first. If anybody in the chat wants to go and check what Robert De Niro's, if anybody wants to check, that's, there you go, Super Things check. So don't check in the actual thing, but that's his actual name in Heist. So you see what it is. Naughty. But anything else? Come on, it's now just his. He's been in a few movies.
Oh, he's been in plenty of movies. I just can't remember the characters he's been. Johnny, this is super hard.
Yeah, this is unless you can remember his name in certain movies, like you could remember his name in Taxi Driver, or I remember his name in. Some of them's pretty famous.
DC, you've obviously seen a lot more films than I have.
Yeah, I like films. Pre-1990, basically, from the 40s onwards. Is it my turn to say?
Yeah, go on.
You can. Yeah, I'll throw it over to you, mate. I haven't got a clue.
You see, it's over to you.
Pope Clarence Bickle.
Did you repeat it?
Pope.
Can you repeat it? Ah, very clever boy. Indeed, it's Pope Travis Bickle.
Travis, yeah, Travis
Bickle, yeah. Okay.
It's got a name.
I'll give you a chance, though, Joel, if you can even remember one of them. Otherwise, I'll start telling you some of the ones. You'll probably kick yourself a couple of times.
You're gonna have to start telling me, mate, because I haven't got a Scooby Doo.
Okay, you get 1 point there.
Scooby Doo.
DC, no, not Pope Scooby Doo. But in Heist, he was called the Pope. He would have been Pope. You could have had, of course,
Never
Pope
seen
Fockers.
it.
If you had Pope Fockers, because he was in Meet the Fockers, of course, which was in the title. He also played a young Vito Corleone in the original Godfather movies, which means you could have had Pope Corleone too. And there's a few other really big. There's a couple actually that we've missed throughout, including Leonardo DiCaprio could have been Pope Hoover as well for J. Edgar Hoover. But still, an interesting round here.
Thrash me there, DC. Well done, mate.
Indeed.
Thank
really
you.
glad that you guys have you've been enjoying it. We're about to find out the stuff. I had a big crush on Juliette Lewis, who was also starring alongside Robert De Niro in Cape Fear, says Teresa Wall. She was pretty sexy back in the day.
What was his name in Cape Fear? Was it Max something?
Oh, I can't remember what his name was in.
Max
that's
Cady.
another one. He had a brilliant name in Cape Fear. It was one that was very very scary. Is a Pope Ronin was one that came up a couple of times. Michael Deerhunter Pope, of course, came out as well. Apparently Pope Humphrey, but I do not know anything about that. Nosy Poke, hello and welcome. Nice to have you with us. Glad you're here. And Sue, I'm glad you're here too. Pope Don Corleone, indeed. You could have excellent. I'm just going to check over at the scores. So, here you go. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, this has been a hard one for Joel.
Look at the smile on his face.
Ultimately hard one. So in No Country for Old Popes, DC scored is it 19 points? 2 bonus points, totaling 21. And Joel Allen scored 8 points, 1 bonus points, no truth bombs or corruption points, scoring in 9 total. So after 2 rounds, DC is now on 25, and Joel Allen is pushing up the rear with 16, but we've still got quite a hard round to go. There's lots of people again. There you go. He was Max Cady.
Cady. Max Cady. That's it.
Cady. Okay. There you go. And is definitely happy to have you here. Right. Okay. So we're entering into one of the last rounds now. Let me everything down here. Go. Just leave it. We're entering into the last round. So I am going to ask you questions. You will normally at this stage, I enter into a fastest finger round where people will hear this.
So we penetrate the cabinets
when it finishes, but we're not going to play those on this round, this special round of Truth Bomb. Especially, I'm kind of like testing out the qualifier rounds. So this is good for me. We're going to play a fastest finger. You have to say Truth Bomb if you know the answer and come in first. Remember, there's not worth not risking a biscuit. You will be allowed a truth bomb or 2 as well. If you do have any as you go along, please say it. But basically, it's a simple questions and answers round. We're going to go through a fair few questions now, and it's going to be fastest fingers. So, Joel, you've got a lot to catch up. You got 9 points to make up. I think you're basically doomed, but here we go. You've got to be positive and believe it can happen. So, first question. Who was known as the Yorkshire Ripper?
Truth Bomb.
Oh, Joel gets there first. Go on.
Peter Sutcliffe.
Yes, 1 point. How many murders was Peter Sutcliffe convicted of in 1981?
Truth Bomb 13.
Oh, DC comes in there and gets the point. Well done. That's you're going to be good at this. Which British serial killer couple murdered at least 10 women and girls in Gloucester, including their own daughters?
Truth Bomb, Fred and Rose West.
Ah, yes. There's a point there for you. What nickname was given to Donald Nielsen, a British killer who kidnapped a 17-year-old heiress in 1970?
Truth Bomb, Black Panther.
Oh, wow. Oh, Joel, be careful. He could run away with this.
He's gonna run away with
it. Don't worry, he has got a good brain on him, that's for sure. Which British child killer, known as the Angel of Death, worked as a nurse and targeted young patients?
Truth Bomb.
Go on.
Allet, is it?
Oh, I'm going to give it to you. Beverly Allet,
Beverly.
Indeed. Excellent. Oh, my God. That's good. That's good. That was a really hard one. I didn't know that one. In which area of London did Jack the Ripper commit his murders in 1880?
Truth Bomb, Whitechapel.
Oh, that was... he knows he got there first. Yeah. What, Joel, do you disagree? Do you think you got there first?
I thought I got there first then.
Okay. I need a consensus from the chat. And from Joel Allen was first, says my producer. So I think you're done, Joel. Yeah, excellent. Oh, there's some corruption there. That was very good. How quickly well, you shouldn't answer before I've said who it is, DC. But still, it was
I knew anyway. I've been studying the Jack the Ripper case for nearly 30 years. So.
Good. You should get something by now out of it. What was the profession of Harold Shipman, a serial killer who murdered these 12?
Truth Bomb.
Joel, go on.
He was a doctor. He was
He was indeed. That's a point for you. Which Scottish serial killer flushed his victims' remains down the toilet in 1990s?
Truth Bomb.
Oh,
Nilsson?
Joel, go on. Yes, indeed, it was Nilsson. Oh my God, here we go. What was the minimum sentence recommendation for Ian Huntley, convicted of the 2002 Soho murders? Go on.
30 years.
Oh, no, I'll pass it over to DC.
Life without parole?
No, 40 years. You were quite close. Which British serial killer was known as the Killer Butler after murdering while employed by the aristocracy? No one? His name was Archibald Hall, also known as Roy Fontaine. Okay, here we go. We're still going. We're going for as long as it takes. In what year did the Soho murders of Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman take place?
Truth Bomb.
Go on.
2007.
No, over to you, DC.
2003.
No, it was 2002. So you're pretty close. No tomato. Who was the school caretaker convicted of the Soho murders?
Truth Bomb.
Go on, Joel.
Is it Ian Huntley?
Yes, it is Ian Huntley. What was the name of the gang led by the Craig twins in London during the 1960s?
Truth Bomb.
Go on.
The Firm.
Yes. Well done, Joel. You're good. Which rival gang, known as the Torture Gang, clashed with the Cray twins in the Go on, Joel.
The Richardsons.
Yes, indeed, it was. You know, when I get round to these rounds with the contestants on Truth Bomb, they haven't got a clue. They know their specialist subjects very well on the Truth Bomb main events. They know their specialist subjects very well, but these ones are the hard ones for them because they spend all their time learning everything else. What was the name of the 17-year-old heiress who was actually kidnapped and later found dead? Go on.
Leslie Whittle.
Oh, you got it. Well done there. That's a point there for DC. In which city did the 1963 Great Train Robbery take place? Which county?
Truth Bomb.
Go on, Joel.
London?
No. DC, you want to take a guess? Which county?
Kent.
No, it was Buckinghamshire. Who was the mastermind behind the Great Train Robbery? Later escaping from prison in 1966.
Truth Bomb.
Go on, DC.
Oh Christ!
Oh, you're gonna get a point deducted from you.
It's
Okay. I can't accept it. It's been too long. It's
It
Ronnie
ain't Phil
Biggs.
Collins.
It's Ronnie Biggs, of course. This one,
made
actually,
records with the Sex Pistols. I know that.
I have written in this about this next one. What was the name of the nightclub owned by the Cray twins in London's West End?
Oh,
I've actually been to the site it was on, and I recorded there because this has been such a. It was set up by Esmeralda Goulan, who was also known as Esmeralda Noel Smith, in 1954 to 1955. Does
I've read
anybody
your
know?
article on it as well. I can't
It's
remember the name.
Esmeralda's Barn.
Yes, that's the one.
Next one. Which infamous British criminal was known as Mad? And was a key
TRUTHBOMB.
Okay, there you go. Dark Commission. Go on.
Frankie Fraser.
Indeed, Frank Fraser. Next one. There's a few questions, so you keep going, and whatever we get at the end was what we get at the end. What was the name of the victim in the 1949 acid bath murders committed by John Haig? Okay, Olive Duran Deacon. No, there was a couple of victims. Which UK Prime Minister resigned in 2016 following the Brexit referendum?
TRUTHBOMB.
DC?
Cameron.
Yes. What was the name of the 2009 scandal involving MPs' expense claims?
TRUTHBOMB.
Go on. Basically,
expenditure scandal.
The expenses scandal. Yeah, this is AI for you. So what? Okay. What was the code name for the 2003 dossier that claimed Iraq could deploy, what's it known as, could deploy weapons of mass destruction in 45 minutes? Do you remember what it's called? I'll say it. The dodgy dossier, everybody called it. Which Labour spin doctor resigned after email suggesting burying bad news in 2001 on September 11th, 2001?
TRUTHBOMB.
Go on, Dark Commission.
Mr. Campbell.
No, it's Joe Moore. Which UK Prime Minister faced controversy over the Cash for Honour scandal in 2006 to 2007?
TRUTHBOMB.
Go on.
That'll be Cameron again.
No. I'll hand it over to Joel Allen, who was Prime Minister in 2006, 2007. Joel?
Oh, 6. Yeah.
You remember who was Prime Minister?
I can't remember.
Who was before Cameron?
It wasn't. No.
Give it a go. I'll tell you. It's Tony Blair.
I was thinking Conservative as well.
What was the name of the MP? Only about 4 left. What was the name of the MP at the centre of the 2010 Lobbygate scandal? This is a hard one. It was Stephen Byers. Which political party was most damaged by the 2019 controversy over anti-Semitism?
TRUTHBOMB.
Go on. Joel? Yeah, indeed. Labour. What was the name of the 2021 scandal involving Boris Johnson's flat refurbishment and undeclared donations? It was the Cash for Curtains or the wallpaper scandal. Sorry, too late. And one last one. Which health secretary resigned in 2021 after breaking COVID-19? Go on, Joel. Matt Hancock, indeed. And we have come to the end of the game. I'm going to ask my main man behind the scenes to accumulate the scores for me and tell me what the results were. But gentlemen, can I just say, even though it's a little bit, I don't quite know what to do yet. There will be cutscenes and other things going on eventually. Thank you for coming to the first ad hoc edition of Truth Bomb here and helping me out to an extent to format and understand, but also taking part in what is it can definitely be a really good round. Oh, here we go. Fastest finger. I'm having the results coming up now. Okay. Here we go. And we, as always with Truth Bomb, remember, gentlemen, think about if there's any last final Truth Bomb you want to go out with. Anything you want to say, because I'm going to... You gotta be kidding. Are you kidding me? Russell. Right. Okay, so looking up in the chat, everybody's saying fantastic, well done. Bloody fantastic, well done, guys. Does DC's cat get any points? Well, maybe. Ming-a-ling-a-ding-dong said Matt Handjob. Holly Hollingworth, of course, said Spamcock. I liked Bastard Gate as an answer as well. That one was a good one. Lots of people got really good answers. I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to have a show here. It doesn't matter. Eventually, of course, it doesn't matter who wins. It matters that we're all having a go and we're all taking part. But, however, there always has to be some form of feeling of victory, doesn't it? And in the fastest finger round, DC scored only 5 points, totaling 5. He didn't get any truth bombs or bonus points or corruption points. And in Joel got 11 points, leaving him an 11 total. So after 3 rounds, the last 3, the total score is DC has 30 and Joel Allen has 27. So still all to play for. DC has not won yet. As always, on Truth Bomb, we go and we're going to drop one person down, DC. We're going to say goodbye to you for a second, just for a second. We're going to go, Joel, you know, at the end of Truth Bomb, I like to end it by allowing the contestants to say one thing of importance, a truth bomb, you could say, about anything at all, something that they think is important for people to know or that people don't know, something that is interesting, intriguing. It can be anything. And if you get the best one out of the two of you, you'll get 3 points. And that is enough to tie up the game. So it's up to you, sir, to suggest a truth bomb. Have you got anything at all?
Yeah, of course.
Let's go then.
CO2 is our friend.
Oh,
and the climate change, man-made climate change, is a big fat hoax.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah. And go on. Give us a tiny bit more.
CO2 in the atmosphere is 0.04% of our atmosphere. So how can that possibly be the cause of climate change? The climate change is on all the planets in the universe. We haven't had an industrial revolution on Mars, have we? So why is there climate change? The climate always changes.
Totally. I agree with you.
CO2 is being demonized. It's actually, if we go below, I think it's 150 parts per million of CO2 in our atmosphere, then everything green on the planet is going to start to die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so
I agree with you.
Net zero is an impossibility for any country. Net zero is an impossibility, but net zero is just another wealth transfer.
It's not only another wealth transfer, it's a way to make Malthusianism happen, a way for the Fabians to win out and slowly reduce the population on Earth. That's a good truth bomb. Go across to DC. DC, that was a coherent, competent truth bomb there. What do you think?
Because I was going to go down the climate route as well.
Well, you can. It's always possible. It's always possible. Listen, what I'm going to do, as you're thinking, you think for a second. I'm just going to talk to the guys. I'll give you a little chance to think about what you're going to do. Now, while these guys are dropped down, thinking, contemplating, I want to say, first of all, thank you for everybody for turning up and for taking part in this. But I'd like to have a tiebreaker if it comes down to a tiebreaker. It sounds like DC's having a hard time working out what he might say in return, and that may end up with Joel Allen having 3 points, making it tied. If it's tied, it's awkward. We've got to have a winner. So, can you guess, come up with a question and answer that they can and a selection of them that they can have for a quick fire shoot off? I will be a decision if any of them use, otherwise I'll find another way to settle it. But until then, come up with a question or answer. I will be back shortly. DC, hello, giving you a bit of time there. What do you think?
Crikey, my mind's gone blank.
Oh, the pressure the pressure. I'm looking down there. Help. Oh, God. Uh-oh, help. No, this is in trouble now. You're in trouble. So Nosy Poke is not helping. Trees are natural carbon extractors, pump out oxygen. Indeed. Yes, they did. Ellen saying thank you, everyone. It looks like you're going to lose your 3 points here, and it's going to go to a tiebreaker. The question is not going to be what Holly's given here, who's wearing Y fronts. We're not going to do that one. And it's Y fronts. Y fronts. And it's not going to be who's had a joint either. This isn't fair. These aren't proper questions. It's not going to be what's your inside leg measurement.
30.
I know you can't get a truth bomb for that, and it's not going to be who's wearing the mankini. You guys are no good at this. I thought you would be good at this, so that's not happening. Oh, it's even gone word. Name the elitist, and then they've gone with who's gone commando.
Right. I've thought of something.
Okay, here we go. While DC is speaking, if anybody wants to actually put down a real question and answer in there, I'll like that. Go on, DC, tell me.
People like Noah Harari, Yuval Harari, are the real useless eaters.
True.
Can they build houses? Can they do plumbing? Fix a plug? Build a road? Invent anything? No, they just sit and talk. So they are the useless eaters.
Oh, that is you hear that, Joel? Now,
that was pretty good.
It was pretty good. It's all been still to play for. I can see just a bloke who asks questions is giving me some potential questions in the chat for a sign off. And Holly Hollingworth said, "Agreed, DC. All useless eaters, parasite." Nosy Poke says, "When is Starmer going to sign away our armed forces control at EU?" And the answer's there. It's the 16th. But we're not going to ask that because I am going to say that Joel Allen is the best truth bomb there. So it ties up. DC is on 30. Joel Allen ends up on 30. So I am going to ask I'm going to ask an extra question. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Right, first one. Here we go. Let's ask. It's okay. Let's ask a couple of the questions in the chat. The ones that I'm not sure are going to help us out. Just while, and can I just say to my producer, can you give me some answers for some of those questions, or a question that I can actually get, let alone anybody else, because those are hard questions. So we're going to ask a couple of these wonderful questions here. Here's one. Holly Hollingworth, who's the next pope? Neither of you know? Oh, my
They
Lord.
don't know themselves, do they?
Okay, here you go. Is Bob Geldof a lady? What about that one? I like some of these. What is a try and a conversion worth? Quickest first, go.
TRUTHBOMB, a try is worth 3 and a conversion 2.
Oh, a try is worth 3 and a conversion 2. Unfortunately, I think DC gets this now because a try, I believe, is worth 5 and a conversion is worth 2. So it's a total point of 7. Yeah, so DC gets the extra point, ends up 31-30. I think DC has been, it's only fair you won. You did completely and utterly trounce the movie round, which I have to say they could have been, it could have been easier. Yeah, you're a very good film buff here. I know that the people in the chat had a load of fun. I know Sue Persing says love the UK sense of humor. Holly says hilarious. It is been very silly, but this is Truth Bomb. So officially, DC, you have won your first qualifier round. You'd only have to win another qualifier round against someone else, and then you go through to a wild card round, which would be a crazy random person.
Well
I know
done,
that.
DC.
I have got Lembit Opik lined up to be one of the wild cards. I bet you'd love that, wouldn't you? Don't worry, you can say anything about him. He probably doesn't watch it because he when he's not on something like the Pulse, he's in a dark room, rocking backwards and forwards like Lembit Opik always does. Right, gentlemen. So DC,
well done,
did you enjoy that?
Well done, Joel.
Well done, DC.
Yeah, you guys have been a pleasure to have on the show.
It's been a blast, mate. It's been an absolute blast. Loved it.
Enjoyed it. I'm really glad it was you two who have been so massively important to my time at TNT and helped me with lots of questions. And, like I say, meeting people like you guys makes me very happy. Meeting you in real life made me even happier. I'm hoping that we're going to have plenty of times where we do the same again sometime soon. And thanks for coming on today. I thanks everybody who's been getting involved. Thanks to, of course, my wonderful producer, just a bloke who asks questions, who's doing amazing things.
Well done, Russell.
And next show on Q Monday, I don't know.
Well done, everyone in the chat.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. The chatterati.
Alan's in the chat. My stepdaughter's in the chat.
Everybody's up in the chat. Well done, gentlemen, says the wonderful Wild Heather. Mazzy, loving it too. Thank you, Johnny Cabs.
Long TNT crew, eh?
All the TNT crew and a couple others too. Well done, both of you. Great show. Excellent. And it's brilliant to meet all of you guys too. Thank you for joining us on this first ever live Truth Bomb qualifier. And goodbye. Good night, everybody.